Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope your day is off to a fantastic start. I have two candle reviews to share with you guys today. They are both from HomeWorx. The first review that we're going to get into here is obviously of the Blood Orange and Sage Gimlet. And a little bit later on today, I will be uploading my review of the Vanilla Cherry Blossom. With both of these reviews that are going up today, both candles were sent to me as PR, so I did not pay for them. I am an ambassador with HomeWorx, and so that means that from time to time, they will send us a few candles here and there to be able to share our thoughts with you guys. So I did not pay for this Blood Orange and Sage Gimlet. I also did not pay for the Vanilla Cherry Blossom. I'm obviously very appreciative of the PR. All opinions they're still going to be my own. One of the things that I really enjoy about the ambassador program is that even though they know our personal preferences, and if you follow me, you know that my personal preference is gourmands, it doesn't mean that we are just going to be sent what is in our personal preference range. In fact, I think most of the time they kind of challenge me by sending me fragrances that I myself would probably never think to actually purchase. You know, like most normal people, I tend to purchase things that I like. Like, I'm not necessarily going to spend money on a fragrance or a candle or a perfume or a whatever if I don't think that I'm going to enjoy it. And so you tend to stick with what you know. But with the ambassador program, it has really kind of forced me to try some different things. And I love that because I have fallen in love with candles that I did not think that I would like at all. And then, you know, I turn around and I purchase them. So if you guys are interested in saving 15% at homeworx.shop, my discount code will be linked in the description box down below. Along with where you can currently find this candle. I'm not sure if this one is at QVC or if it's going to be coming to QVC. I'm not sure if it's at Ulta quite yet, or even if it's going to Ulta or not. It's kind of a mystery, I feel like, these days where candles are going to be showing up. This could very well also eventually be spotted at HomeGoods, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, so definitely worth keeping your eye out in the discount stores. But yeah, anyway, Blood Orange and Sage Gimlet. Let me tell you, this is one that I would have never purchased on my own. While I love me a good citrus, let me tell you what made me nervous about this one, and it's that sage and it's that gimlet. I don't typically like boozy scents at all. I feel like Harry has a real thing for like creating, you know, these cocktail type fragrances. And some of them I like, and some of them I'm like, nah, that's not really for me. I'm happy to report that this is actually not coming across as boozy at all. Don't get me wrong, I love me a gimlet. I will enjoy one of those with a fancy lady dinner at a restaurant for sure. But it's not something that I think I would want to necessarily smell in my home, if you will. So, also the sage. Not a huge, massive fan of sage, at least on its own, but it's a really interesting concoction in here. So let's get into the review here with the fragrance description. We'll read through the notes. I'll tell you what I pick up with my nose. We'll talk strength and throw. And then we'll talk about how long I've had this candle lit, because I don't know if you guys are enjoying the delightful ambiance that we have in this video here. I lit this candle 6.5 hours ago with the intention of filming this review, and then I just walked away and, I don't know, just went about my day and completely spaced the fact that I had this little project I was working on. It's just kind of par for the course these days for me. But I'm really impressed that this candle is burning as well as it is for being lit as long as it is, because for me, 3.5 hours, 4 max. 4 is the max with HomeWorx, and I have to blow them out. I find that if I'm going to have problems with HomeWorx candles, either wicks that, you know, kind of keel over into the wax, or discoloration that starts happening from the carbon residue falling off of the wicks themselves and then discoloring the wax, sooting, you know, all of that fun stuff. I was fully expecting to walk in here and just see this candle a complete mess, and she's not. So I'm gonna call this a massive win. Also, I'm having the same good experience with the Vanilla Cherry Blossom, because that was another one that I lit to film a review of, and I just walked away. Okay, before we get into a little bit more about the performance here, let's start by reading through the scent story, talk about the fragrance notes, tell you what I pick up, and then we'll finish up with the rest here. Okay, so this luscious and refreshing cocktail blends crisp blood orange, earthy sage, the essence of gin, and a twist of lime zest, perfect to sip for an outdoor evening soiree with friends. Okay, so our fragrance notes here are blood orange, sage leaves, gin, and lime zest. All right, so what does my nose pick up here? First of all, I would say this is predominantly a citrus, and it is specifically a blood orange. It's not a navel orange, it's not a satsuma, it's not a clementine, it's not a tangerine. It's very specifically a blood orange. I feel like blood orange smells maybe, how do I want to say this? Maybe the least acidic out of the different oranges that are out there. It's sweet, and it also has a little bit of like a tang to it. I love a blood orange, and that is very much the specific orange that you are getting in this. I do smell a touch of sage. It's not really the most noticeable note here to me. It's definitely in the background. I would say if I were to put a percentage on like the sage, it would maybe be 10% of the fragrance, and I would say the blood orange portion is probably like 75%. So that only leaves a little tiny bit left for that lime zest, which is present. And the gin is kind of interesting. So you don't smell an actual like alcohol gin here. What I think you are detecting with that gin is that little bit of like juniper that gin is, it's not the only ingredient in gin, but there's definitely juniper in gin. And I'm definitely smelling just a touch of that juniper in here. And it makes it really interesting and unique. This whole situation here smells so lovely and pleasant. And I'm so glad they sent this, because like I said, as soon as I saw Gimlet, while I would drink it, I don't want to smell it in my house because I just don't like that boozy note. There is no booze to be detected here, and I love that. You guys, this is a really lovely blend with the majority of the focus being on the blood orange, and then the other notes kind of take up the rest and just create this really lovely, really enjoyable citrus scent. This, honestly, I think would be the perfect fragrance on like a summer night. Not that I need to be purchasing any additional HomeWorx candles in terms of backups, but if this is still available on the website once summer comes around, I would absolutely pick up another one of these, because this is almost the perfect summertime scent for me. I don't think it is really like a garden party type scent. I don't know. I've never really had a garden party, so maybe I don't know what a garden party should smell like, but to me, this is like a warm summer evening, sitting, you know, maybe out back, you are enjoying a fire, you're just chilling chilling with the homies, I don't know, or your husband, wife, whatever, and you're just relaxing, and it just is pleasant. It's not overpowering. This is just a really lovely scent. And I tell you what, if you love citrus, you have to check out this blood orange. I just think that this particular fragrance is a total hit for me, and I love it. I would definitely repurchase it myself. Let's talk strength and throw. Listen, I'm having a really good experience in terms of strength and throw with all of the garden party candles that I was sent. Actually, scratch that. There is one that I have not lit yet, but of the 4 that I received, I've burned 3 so far, and all 3 are very consistent in terms of strength and throw. So the strength of this one is definitely about like a 7.5. So we're still not back at the olden days of HomeWorx. But I gotta be honest, I don't know that we're gonna get back to where they were in 2017. But I am really content and happy with the strength that I'm seeing here. The throw is also really good. That for me is also a solid 7. In fact, I'm finding that the garden party candles that I have lit right now are mingling really nicely with each other. And I'm loving the performance, you guys. No issues with these wicks, other than, I will tell you, they're the skinnier wicks. So I wouldn't recommend doing what I did today in leaving your candles lit for quite this long, but I just want to show you how well this is still burning, despite the fact that it's been lit for as long as it has been. So let me lift you guys up here so that you can see. It's a super deep wax pool. Oops, sorry. Let me just tighten that there. Now, I am just now starting to notice a little bit of like residue coming off of the wicks, and kind of discoloring the wax ever so slightly. What you're seeing in the middle there, those are the mushroom tops that have fallen into the wax today. But look, there's no discoloration on the side of the jar, so it's not sooting at all. The wicks are still standing. They have nice tall flames. I have been trimming these wicks quite short before each burn because they are quite thin, and I've been nervous about the toppling just in case. And I feel like that fear might be a little bit unfounded because it seems to be doing just fine. That being said, the rule is still going to apply going forward. I am not going to be burning these candles for 6 hours at a time as a general rule. But it's nice to know that if I forget about a candle or I lose track of time or something, that it's not necessarily going to take an immediate dump on me if I'm not paying attention. So at any rate, I really like this one. It's getting 2 thumbs up. I'm enjoying it immensely. And again, this is the type of fragrance that I want to be smelling during the summer months. And I hope it sticks around. I will repurchase this 100%. So anyway, let me know if you have picked up the Blood Orange and Sage Gimlet. Let me know what your take is on it in the comments down below. I appreciate you guys being here. Again, there is one more review coming up in a few hours, so make sure that you're subscribed. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I appreciate you guys being here and watching this review. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.